Hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's good, everyone's well, everyone had a wonderful day or about to have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, wherever you are. I wish you my best. So yeah, it's been what, 2 days? 2 days since I did not shoot, right? So if you were waiting for my video and you were disappointed, I'm sorry about that, but I was just really tired. If I look tired right now, I am tired. I really am. It is true. My face is doing that thing right now. I'm very, very tired. It's been a heavy week. It's been great. It's been fruitful. It's been productive, but it's been a heavy week. So let's, without any further delay, let's get down to the downloads. I do have downloads today. In fact, let me start from today itself, and then we'll go backwards into the last 2 days that I have, like the downloads that I haven't shared with you guys. So today was a day of overwhelming happiness. I think something shifted in the 5D collective for you. And again, like in my very trademark way, I'll tell you what, I guarantee you that something shifted for you in the 5D today. I felt a sense, this is our guest bedroom, and we do have okay, I'll forget about it. I'll tell that in the coming few minutes. What I'm referring to. Okay, please pardon me. It's very late in the night. It is exactly actually about 9:30. It's going to be 9:30 now. And I'm doing it now, because I was just very politely, gently nudged by the Divine. Divine showed me the lotus. Remember, in my last read, we talked about Kamal Nayanam and how Divine was Maa Parvati called me her Kamal Nayanam, and this is not the first time she's done that, but then there's a deeper meaning to it, and we explored the deeper meaning, right? And you would not believe how many times that Kamal Nayanam then came up post that. So I was reading something else, and Lord Shiva was literally just, explaining that, how does a Kamal stays over water, doesn't it? Like, yeah, exactly. I know, we talked about this. And then had this amazing urge, there's that urge, you feel inclined, you feel inspired to open a certain book and read it, right? I know, I'm sure it happens to you, collective. Cross watchers, I can guarantee you that. I'm sure you have a sudden urge, a sudden nudge to go to the club, go to a party, but for us, collective, we are a different kind. We are a different breed altogether. So I had this urge. I have this yay thick Shiv Puran, and I mean it is yay thick. All right, I can show it to you. And I felt this inclination to go towards it. And I now listen to my intuition. I know when I'm guided. I know when I'm. So how do you read these mota scriptures? How do you do that? It's like about 1,000 pages or more. I don't know. And how do you go about them? So basically, you just open it. That's how Guru Granth Sahib Ji also is told. If you want guidance, just open the book from wherever you feel inclined to, and the answer will be there. And exactly what I did. So I opened the Shiv Puran, like where let Lord Shiva guide me wherever he wants to guide me to. And there it was. It was the little paragraph where Lord Vishnu was, kind of praying to Lord Shiva. He was offering lotuses to Lord Shiva. And the story was that there was one, I don't know about the story because I was like too overwhelmed by oh my gosh, this is too much. There are times you get like, how your heart fills with so much love that, Divine is just showering you with love and affection, and, is just happy with you that whatever. Sometimes they also just try to show to us that they gave us a download, then we were able to understand that download. You're getting a point. When we understand the messages as it's intended to, they feel happy, they feel very proud of us. So I was taken to the story where it was literally on the page. It's not that I had to like flip through or anything. It was on that page wherein Lord Vishnu is offering 100 lotuses, something like this, 100 lotuses to Lord Shiva. And I think he ran short by one lotus. So he literally took out his lotus eye, like Kamal Nayanam, to offer it to Lord Shiva. And that was it. I don't think I have the courage to read anymore. It was just so overwhelming joy in me that, I literally talked about that. And remember, I said the first hunch that I got when Maa Parvati called me Kamal Nayanam was like, maybe she's complimenting my eyes, she likes my eyes. It was literally that. Also, like, Lord Vishnu used his eye Kamal Nayanam to offer to the divine, to Lord Shiva. Imagine this, how beautiful, and nothing is a coincidence. Nothing, this is not coincidental. I can, if you sit with me, I can share a gazillion coincidences, which are called in the 3D world coincidence. You would not believe that happens, that can happen. It is just your heart. If it is open, if you're connected to the divine, these things will happen. And you would not believe how much universe loves talking to us if you just are willing to listen. All right, so taking back to, okay, this was when it happened, like when did I do the reading? 2 days ago, right? So it was literally the next day when all of this was happening, and I wasn't able to record because I got so busy and I got really tired coming back home, and then there was work at home also, office work and ghar work, so I'm sorry about that, collective. Okay, and then today, like I said, today something majorly shifted. Again, it's when I think you have ascended another, I think there were like more tests that came up right after the last ascension, which just happened last month, right? End of the last month. And I think now there were, I think, a couple of other tests they were given. And I think you passed those tests or something. Something like this, you ascended another level. And today, what I was feeling was this overwhelming joy, because no reason. You know what I mean? That if you see something happens and then you feel the joy, there's a logic, there's a reason to it, if you know what I mean. It was like, literally my day started with feeling like saying like the stuff that my heart was saying out to the divine was, divine, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful, thank you divine. And I do not know, guys, I don't know what I was thanking divine for, but I was thanking divine profusely. That thank you divine, I'm so grateful and thankful. And I know that there were like a lot of people in attendance, like it was almost like people in stadium or people in a big Kodak theater, like where they hold the Oscars and the Emmys and all that kind of like setting audience, and like the who's who is there, and I'm on stage in spotlight and I'm thanking the divine there. The divine, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. So I'm not gonna like discuss more, but I'm sure it resonates with you. Your spirit is thanking God is what I'm trying to say. Your spirit is thanking God. There is something that has shifted in your favor. Again, I don't know the details of it. It could be different for different people. So if you were doing a personal reading, maybe we could just touch upon it. But since the general reading, so it would be different for different people. For me, I still don't know, but I think my spirit knows. I don't want to like disturb my peace too much by trying to kya hua. I don't want, like, it will come to me when it comes to me, but I know something shifted in my favor big time. Something in the spirit, like I said, it's been happening a lot. The wheel of fortune has shifted in our favor, collective. There'll be no more hardships. There would be some tests, there'll be certain difficulties coming in. Life won't be interesting enough without it, right? But I guarantee you, again, in my trademark sentence, I guarantee you that there would not be any hardships coming your way anymore. You're given all the tests. This is it, your time of ascension. And this is going to be constant. Just see in the 2 months, and this month hasn't even ended. If today is what, 21st, right? This month hasn't even ended, and we have done 2 ascension in 2 months already. 2 ascensions, 2 months. This is amazing. Otherwise, generally how much time it takes. An ascension on average, I think, and I'm saying like on average as if there's a manual somewhere. I'm just saying it could take up to years and years, decades sometimes. But we've done 2 in 2 months. This has to be massive. This has to account for something, right? So this was majorly, I felt like, and I, again, almost did not record today, did not make this reading. Like I said, it's 9:30. I thought, okay, you know what? I've had a very long week. I've worked really, really hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it slightly easy, give myself a break. Because this also takes a lot of energy, right? And time. So, but then I saw something on television. Me and my husband, we were just watching some television. And there was something that came up. And what came up? A lotus flower came up. I'm like, oh my God, divine is just politely nudging me, my Kamal Nanam. How about you go and do your divine work? This is the light work that I've been given. This is my responsibility now. So I have to do this. This is it. And I, a lot of crosswords just be like, I don't know what she's getting out of it. Trust me, you do not know how much these nuggets, this knowledge, this wisdom helps people. You have no idea. You have no idea. And you would not have been here had it not been giving you something. You probably don't know that is healing you somewhere or the other. You just think it's very interesting and just like to get, let me see what is she saying. But you have no idea, unconsciously you're being healed somewhere. Your one or the other wound is being healed upon right now. That is why you're here. That is why you're watching me. All right. So anyways, let's just go down to the other downloads that I had. I just suddenly connected two things, and God just reminded me that, that happened. So I was like, it just dawned upon me, that, I spoke to somebody and I was just speaking to them for just 2 minutes. And I mean, like, just 2 minutes. I would have hoped maybe less. And you feel like, there are certain people who feel like they have very, that kind of energy, you know what I mean? This is how we feel. This is how we feel, right? Very heavy energy or something that I just felt like very corrosive energy also. Like, there's always just corrosiveness. There's always just looking to like get one up on someone. You know what I mean? That kind of energy that you don't feel safe talking to. Safe in this is not that physical safety. I'm talking about like you cannot speak to them. Like you can't be yourself with them. That kind of energy. The moment you're yourself, it'll just start attacking you. That kind of energy. You know what I mean? They're all over. The most people are like that. But still, you know what I mean? But there's some like especially corrosive, right? So, and I remember telling myself, I could just use some saging. I just need to like sage myself, cleanse myself of that energy, because this is 2 minutes into it. And I mean, probably 30 seconds or less. I don't know. It just felt like a lifetime though. So I don't know what the sense of time, how much time I spent, but I think it was just literally 30 seconds or a minute or whatever, or 2 minutes max. And I felt like cleansing myself. And I remember going through something today, and it just seemed like incense is like what it said was that incense is like fumigation for our souls. Getting my point? So I was like, oh my God, literally, did I not just think about that I need some sage to cleanse myself? It is very, so what your message here is, collective, keep on cleansing yourself. Take spiritual baths. If you don't know how to draw a bath, it's just very easy. Spiritual bath is one. Of course, you know how to draw a bath, but like in terms of spiritual bath, either you can like chant a mantra, which is the easiest way, is chant a mantra, a good mantra, any Om Namah Shivaya could be beneficial, whatever works for you. Even Om would work. Like I said, Om Namah Shivaya, Om, anything that works for you. Lord Hanuman's name, your Lord Ram's name, any Lord Krishna's name, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Either you can do that while taking the bath, or you could just put in salt is a great cleanser. You can use some salt in your bath water and just bathe with that. Or you could just literally use incense and cleanse, sage rather, not incense, right? Sage yourself, sage your house, sage your place, like absolutely. So which reminds me, this is our guest bedroom, by the way, and I have to sage this also, like, but anyways, so that being that, so that saging, that cleansing is required. So you need to like, just like I'm feeling really heavy right now. Today was not a heavy day. The rest of the week, yes, was up till now, up till yesterday was, but today was not a heavy day, but I'm still feeling the energy. So I also need to cleanse myself. So just do that. Maybe take a bath. Just a bath would also obviously help, but you need to take a spiritual bath. That means we get that load, that burden of our chest out of our souls, right? So a lot of people just, pollute our aura. They just put in their bad energy. They put in their evil eye, or the ill intentions, or their just general bad vibes. Right? People try to like project on us like their own insecurities or whatever. You could be just sitting and doing your own thing, and they might just think that you're just doing something evil. You could just literally be just sitting by yourself eating your lunch, and they could just have like a story in their mind about you. So those are the kind of people who project their energy on you. They feel they want something bad to happen to you, because that way they'll be pacified. Somehow they feel that evil inside them would be pacified. They don't know much, so just forgive them. But for yourself, for your sake, for yourself. I'm sorry. So just cleanse yourself, please. Please just cleanse yourself. Just do that. It's very simple. Just let one spoonful of salt into your bath water, and just request the divine to just cleanse you. That's it. That's cleansing is required. And I'm not saying because I'm feeling so, this literally came in like as a download that you need to like just absolutely be cleansing yourself. I'm sorry, collective, the video cut off in between. So, okay, I'm going to stitch them together. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's just very, very quickly, get to the second download. Okay, so divine was, okay, yeah, this relates to the ascension that we talked about. Like I said, I saw myself thanking the divine on like, it was literally like world stage, right? So it says what divine told me was that I'm going to read the exact thing, that from now onwards, he engaged in blessing the worlds. All right, so your role now is changing, collective. This probably the 3D role that you have been playing is going to undergo a major transformation. What you're doing right now, collective, your life is going to change so much that it won't look the same. And I mean, like, this is going to happen like now. This is not happening 2 years from now. I mean, this is go time. This is go time. It's happening now. It would just probably be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month or something, and it could be an hour, I don't know. But your life is going to like change so much. You won't be able to relate with your current 3D life, if I may say so. This life and that life is going to be completely different, very transformative. And I mean in a very positive sense. You're going to like lead. And your job, like Divine said, is going to be to bless the worlds. So you're going to be called upon. I see this as like you're going to be probably called upon to, to play a more leadership role. 44 on the clock. I'm telling you, 144 on the clock. Chosen ones. You're here to lead the world. Thank you, Divine. I love you all. Thank you. So literally, I'm telling you, this is, you've been called on that leadership role. You're ready. You're here. And like I said, it's go time. There's one thing being ready, one thing preparing yourself, one thing, and then it's divine timing. This is divine timing. This is go time. So get ready, just be in that groove. Just embrace the change that comes now. Embrace it with all of your entirety for your, for your consciousness. Just ready yourself. That change is coming and you're going to be called on to do something really, 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 really big. Nothing small. Just think whatever biggest you can think. It's like 100 times that. You cannot even get it. That's what I keep getting from divine. Just divine just saying you're not thinking big enough. Think what your role is. Think what it is. Think what I've been called to do, and then I have to think of something as it's not even big enough. Not even close. Think bigger. There was this dialogue that I had with divine for the longest. It was trying to like explore me, that how big can I get? In my own thoughts, how big can I think? I was also being ready for something. So collective, just get ready. It's getting real. All right. I'm going to very quickly do it just in case my, the space runs out of my phone or something. We have to just, again, be ready with that also. Okay, yes, I have a message from Maa Kali. If you remember in my earlier video, I said I'm going to do a separate video on it, but I'm going to just mention it here. We'll just pick it up some other time, if at all, in my next read if needed. Is this a message for someone very particular? I think they asked Maa Kali that how am I doing? How am I doing well? Am I doing this? Maa Kali, tell me, how am I doing? Are you happy with how am I doing? Do you think this is nice? And what she came back with saying, louder, my child, louder. So what she meant was, whatever you're doing, you're probably just, kind of like, if you're like dimming your light, remember she came through and she said, you promised me you'll not dim your light. You promised me you'll not dim your light. You'll keep shining as you shine, and you'll keep shining like a sun. Do not dim your light. You promised me that. If you remember, I mentioned this in my read. I think and here I am for the third time. 2 disruptions already, but are we going to give up? No. Let it be. Let it be. Whatever happens, happens, and we'll just continue giving the message out. Okay. Has the devil learned anything? Literally, I think that I would just drop their, IQ. The devil really doesn't have any brains, Remember I said they literally have just 5 tricks. I think they don't have just any brains at all. They just don't know how to tackle us. Okay, so yes, the last message was that that we were discussing, that Maa Kali is saying, louder, my child, louder. So she's encouraging you. Imagine her, Maa Kali, the mother goddess, being your cheerleader and saying, louder, my child, go for it, go louder. Imagine she's like, isn't this like, if this is not encouragement, nothing is. Nothing is. So whatever you're doing, keep doing. What she's trying to tell you is you're on the right path. Whatever you're doing is the correct thing to do. And just keep getting a guidance. Just like you asked this time, just keep asking and they'll keep telling you the right thing. They'll keep encouraging you. If they have to course correct you, trust me, they will course correct you. They will. All right. So those were my messages for the day. If there's anything else that comes up, I'll share in my next video. I hope to come to you tomorrow. I will try. I do have a lot of work to catch up on. But if not tomorrow, not Sunday, then of course you'll have one coming up on Monday then. I hope I did not keep you waiting. I'm really sorry, collective, but it's really life, sometimes we have to just look, make sure that our earthly duties are also, we have to, like, those responsibilities are also ours. So just until then, until I meet you on Monday, just please make yourself absolutely at home. Have fun over the weekend. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you like. Oh, in fact, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, this was another message. Thank you, Divine. Oh my gosh, see, and nothing is a coincidence. This was another message that I'm going to speak on it now. So there was this another message Divine came up saying, do something that you used to enjoy doing as a child. Whatever you used to do. Like literally, if it was like eating Rajma Chawal at home on a Sunday afternoon, then bloody do that. Oh my gosh, I remember, like literally I said, make yourself, just do something. Whatever you did as a child, you enjoyed as a child. If it was dancing, it was singing, it was playing with your friends outside, you know what, go. Catch your friends, catch up with your friends and play. Literally do that. Go to a park, have a walk on the grass, do whatever. But this is one of the genres. Do something you enjoyed as a child. Whatever is your memory, that whatever the first thing that popped in your head when I said that, do that. This weekend, do it. Make sure you take out like an hour out of your schedule and just dedicate that to doing just that. And tell me about it. Yeah? Okay, I'll see you on Monday then, collective. I'm going to also take my own advice, take the Divine's advice. I'm going to have a good time this weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye.